Hi everyone, this is Chad from Home Painters Pro, and today I'll be talking about grades of paint you should consider. So, before telling you about the grades, you should consider what is the purpose of your painting job. So, if you're renting, I would suggest you go with the budget paint. If you're gonna live in it, I would suggest you go with something more high end. If you want really vibrant colors, I would suggest you go with the high end. So in Benjamin Moore, we work with Benjamin Moore a lot. So I'll be talking about Benjamin Moore. So Benjamin Moore Aura has which is the high end paint, which has the color lock and the mildew properties and all that. However, However, it's really good when you have vibrant colors. It's not really good in price wise if you're painting, having white or off-white, white or off-white color. So in that case, I would suggest the second best paint, which is Benjamin Moore Regal Select, and that will be a lot cheaper than Aura, and you will have the same performance. So, and when it comes to you will see a lot of online articles saying, "Hey, you should use this type of paint on the hallway and this type of paint on this and this type." Uh, to be honest with you, the only place where you should have a different paint is the bathroom. Kitchen, generally you have the backsplash and everything that uh, that you don't really need to put a different kind. Bathrooms, you do need to put different kind, and there's a Benjamin Moore bath and spa you could use if you're taking a uh, really hot showers. But most of the time, for almost most of the people, if you get eggshell or semi-gloss, mostly eggshell, paint on the bathroom, you should be fine, right? Most of the time. It depends on the of course usage. It all matters of usage because here's again, you painted your really high end. You painted your rental condo with a really high end paint, assuming that you're not gonna paint it again for 15 years. A tenant comes in and barbecues in the kitchen, smokes like a chimney, and next year you walk in and you're like, "Hey, I thought this would last for 15 years." No. Cigarettes, nicotine basically paints your place with nicotine. So you're not gonna last. If the tenant barbecues in the kitchen, the paint is not going to last. If the tenant has burning candles every day, the paint is not going to last. So it doesn't, even when you have the most expensive paint, the paint won't last if the usage is wrong. So, and I see that some people are like, "Oh, we put the high-end paint is washable and cleanable," and they try to clean, but they use chemicals or they use chemicals, which which is which is wrong. Okay, you shouldn't use any chemicals if your walls are dirty. Yes, you could clean it. You could wash it. Like wash it means like with damp water, but just use water. and just use like soapy water. If you do soapy water, make sure you clean really nice so you don't leave any soap residue. Don't don't put a lot of soap, just like maybe tiny amount, and don't spread it a lot. Just wherever there's a problem with, and and another issue is that paint has a curing time, so almost all paints they have like 14, 15 days curing time. That's when they get hard. So uh, make sure to if you're moving next day after painting job, make sure be careful of the walls. Don't try to bang it or something because the paint will still wet. It's even though it's touched to dry, it's still wet. So it will easily dent and scratch when it's like a few days old. Uh, the paint really cures after 14, 15 days. For commercial jobs, generally we suggest uh, we suggest Benjamin Scuffex, which is very hard to scratch. That doesn't mean that if somebody had a key and tried to scratch it, it won't scratch. It will scratch, but it will. It's not as scratchable as the regular paint, like even the high-end paint. It's a lot tougher. It's more for commercial use. So, uh, and the commercial properties they don't want to paint all the time. It has a little more shine than usual to make it more cleanable and more durable. However, uh, however, uh, that still goes to the usage. Somebody with a key, they could scratch it, but at the end of the day, if somebody kicks it or leaves a shoe mark or something, it's a lot easier to clean than a regular paint. Other than that, when you're getting a quote, make sure to uh, compare apple to apple. There's some companies they use when you say budget paint. There's our budget paint, Benjamin Benjamin Ultra Spec. There's a lot more cheaper paint than Ultra Spec, but we use Ultra Spec because for us it's proven that it lasts long, right? I have a lot of clients that call me after 10, 15 years that they want to change the color. Other than that, the paint still looks good. So keep that in mind. When you're getting a quote, you're getting exact same thing for everything, and make sure that sometimes some online estimates they basically say, hey, okay, this is the price, but keep in mind that maybe they are using the cheapest paint and the other guy is providing the really high-end paint. So keep that in mind. And I see that in some places and some customers complain to me that, hey, the painter didn't do the prep work and all that. In my in my line of work, I believe that you have to do some prep, no matter what. No matter what you do, you have to do some prep. So, I mean, you mean the painting company has to do some prep work before, like, anytime we start a house or condo, we sweep the top of the baseboards. Uh, we try to minimize as much dirt as possible. So yes, there's some in odd occasions where we have to ask for a cleaner to go in first, so they clean the unit because you cannot really paint in a really really dirty home or condo. Something like cleaning needs to be done before we go in. Uh, so almost every painting company has to do some prep work. Like assuming there's a big hole in the drywall, and if we paint over it, doesn't make sense, right? Everything needs to be caulked, everything needs to be filled, so end result looks nice. So if you're looking for a paint job, uh, or if you have projects in the future, just give us a call and we'll try to help you out as much as possible. And again, uh, uh, try to negotiate with your painters. Don't underball it. Just negotiate the price. Most of the times, as a painter myself, we like to get every job possible. So don't just don't just walk away with the hey, this is $100 more or $100 less, or just try to bargain because sometimes you'll get better results with bargaining. Take care of yourself and hope to hear from you. Take care.